Ladies and gentlemen, good day today. I learned by my colleague John, the Australian English. Good day today. It's a long day today as well. And I am the General Secretary, Tok Sung-ho, from Daejeon Metropolitan City. And I'm delighted to welcome you all to City of Gliwice. And to begin with, I will introduce the Honorable Mayor Yom, the President of WTA at first. And then after having his welcoming speech, I will follow his procedure. It's because all of this exec board meeting must be done by the people who are managing it. So I will follow by his procedure. Thank you.
Good evening, WTA Executive Board members and also new board member. I'm very happy to see you again and thank you for participating in this 21st WTA Executive Board meeting. Over the years, WTA has made great achievements, including the increase in membership. We have now 85 members from 43 countries. I appreciate your dedication and hard work for this progress. Last May, we had successfully hosted 8th INSUME annual meeting and 9th WTA High-Tech Fair at Daejeon Convention Center. These events were co-hosted by our member organization, INSUME. Again, thank you for coming, and I hope we have many fruitful discussions made today that will move us toward for new development. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. President. I'd like to introduce all of the exec board members. I think it's more comfortable for you to introduce by yourself. So how about from Hsinchu, Taiwan?
Honorable Chairman and all the members, I'm great to meet everyone. I come from Taiwan, Hsinchu.
Thank you. Pohang City, Korea.
네, 안녕하십니까. 경부 포항시청 지식산업팀에서 온 한재민입니다. 예, 반갑습니다.
My name, this is 이름이
한재민.
This is Han Jae-min from Pohang City Hall. Great to meet you.
Okay, John Nugent's my name. I come from Ipswich City in Australia, but I'm also representing the city of Brisbane as well.
I'm Zygmunt Frankiewicz. I'm a mayor of the city of Gliwice. It's a great honor for us to host you in our city. Thank you.
I'm pleased to see you. I'm Director General of Science, Culture and Tourism of Bureau in Daejeon Metropolitan City, and I hope that you will have a good time, and we are developed our close relationship from this board committee. Thank you.
各位下午好。
Yeah, good afternoon, everybody.
我来自中国安徽合肥。
So I'm from Hefei, Anhui, China.
代表吴市长来参加这么重要一个会议。
So as the representative of our mayor to be here.
谢谢。
Thank you.
I was reported Hsinchu as auditor. You will give your documents of auditing to the president.
那个张市长把这个报告
念一下对吧？
你念不了，你就讲一下，我代表市长把这个呈上来。
上一次会议是吴市长参加， 现在吴市长成为了书记，那么现在呢是合肥市张市长。
So actually, the Mayor Wu attended the previous WTA General Assembly, and now he's party chief. And we have a new mayor, Mayor Zhang.
好，下面我代表张市长把这个报告呈给大会秘书处。
So on behalf of the Mayor Zhang, I present this WTA auditor report to the chairman of WTA.
This is a report of auditors. Thank you.
There are lots of programs in this paper. No?
Clear? They check.
Yeah, with the original autograph.
Okay, thank you. And before my mayor is leaving, I will introduce two more people. On the behalf of UNESCO, I will introduce Dr. Lu. Why don't you say hello to all of them? He's UNESCO.
Good afternoon, everybody. I'm Yosmano from UNESCO. UNESCO and WTA working hand in hand during the last 8 years. So we started our cooperation in 2004 when WTA organized the General Assembly in Uppsala. So now the General Assembly of WTA came back to Europe again. So it is already one cycle of WTA governing board meeting. UNESCO is very pleased to work in close cooperation with WTA.
实际上，这个会是几个都联合转的，这次呢又转到这个欧洲来。
Thank you. And let me introduce one friend from Africa, Tanzania, the Vice President of the Nelson Mandela African Institute of Science and Technology, Professor Burton Wamila. Why don't you say hello to all of us?
Good evening, distinguished personalities. It's my pleasure to be here to attend this executive board meeting. Thank you very much for being invited. I come to present our application into the WTA. I hope it will be considered favorably.
Thank you. As I told, this institute is applying for the new member of WTA. The name of Nelson Mandela African Institute of Science and Technology, with the memory of Nelson Mandela, President of South Africa. African Council established 2 special institutions in whole continent of Africa. His institute is one of them. So we are very happy to invite him as a new member. One more person from my association, the Professor Byung-Ju Kang, the Director of Research Institute of WTA.
Okay, it's my honor to be here, say something about WTA, the 6th General Assembly or Executive Board meeting. And we have doing sincere effort in establishing this organization, and I'm very happy to see so many people getting together and share their developing stories, what they did. Thank you and welcome to this place. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Then it's time for us let my mayor go out of this venue. So please have a big hand for him to comfortably say goodbye.
主席领导周围，但是呢，他不参加这个。
And the DJ here.
我们下面是指挥。
Okay. I invite Dr. Nu as a representative of UNESCO. He will report us about our cooperation in the certain procedure. So it's time for me to begin with the 24th exec board meeting to order. And today we have 4 items of report and 3 items to be reviewed. So to begin with, I will suggest the 4 items of report. Please, you have this agenda. Please open it. Slide. Went out to say goodbye to my yeah. I will begin with a short story about WTA. You can see the screen. The World Technopolis Association began in 1998. With the purpose of connect the advancement of science and technology with regional development and innovation. And as you see, since 2006, we got the official international NGO status at the General Assembly, and since then, we are continuing the corporate project together with UNESCO. Next one. And the mission of WTA, we have 3 missions. The first is as a multi-international organization. Second is to be widen the worldwide network. And third is to be a high-tech business networking together. So we have 3 clear missions. The next pages. This is a famous triangle approach of WTA. So in the top is local government. On the behalf of this local government initiative, we have a Mayor's Forum. This Mayor's Forum we will have tomorrow. This is top. And left-hand side is university networking. So we have a University President Forum. So tomorrow we have 1 University President Forum, initiated and supported by Technical University of Silesian here. And also right-hand side, we have business networking. So every year we have a high-tech fair. It's a high-tech exhibition for the exhibition of high-tech company and also exhibition of R&D results. If the regional government wanted to have it, we can let them have a chance to have this high-tech exposition. So in Hefei or in Hsinchu, in Brisbane or in the Glenvich, you can have this high-tech business exposition as well. So this is a triangle structure of WTA. The next one. So on this title of triangle approach, we have a vision, global network leading to sustainable technopolis development, and for objectives, as I told you before, and we have 3 initiatives: government, Mayor's Forum, University President Forum, and business high-tech fair. This is very clear picture. The next one. So since 1998, we have 8 General Assembly. The first in Daejeon, Korea. Second is Nanjing, China. Third is Nuevo León, Mexico. Fourth is Uppsala, Sweden. And as Dr. Nuru told, she joined this event in Uppsala. And Honorable Mayor Frankiewicz also joined this event in force. And 5th in Brisbane, Australia. John, you know it, together with Ipswich. And 6th again Daejeon, 7th in Hsinchu, and 8th. And as you imagine, we can rotating whole of the world. once in Asia, and then China, and then America, European continent, Australia, and come back. That is the way to widen the networking together. So I'm happy to talk to you. This is 8th General Assembly, rotate again. Once in Uppsala, 2004, and 2012, after 8 years, again in European country. Then another 8 years, we can have it in another European country, Belarus or somewhere else. That is our hope. Next one, University Forum. We have already 6. The first is Chungnam National University. It's my university. Me as well, the vice president for the Chungnam National University. And then Dwelleben, then Dortmund, Germany, Sweden, Uppsala, and National Chao Tung University in Hsinchu. Then this year, as an event together to this General Assembly, we have a University President Forum in the Silesian University of Technology. That is the 7th. Next one. And the 3rd is High Tech Fair. We have a 9th, and this year, May 22nd to 24th, we have a very big High Tech Fair together with INSME. INSME is an international network for small and medium enterprises. Headquarters is in Rome. So together with this INSME, we held a very big high-tech fair in Daejeon, Korea. This is 9th. Next one. And also, I will report to you afterwards. Since the beginning of this year, we opened the International Academic Journal titled World Technopolis Review 4 times a year. So this is a very good chance not only for the university professors and researchers and civil servants to introduce their policies or their research results. And Action 5, last year, my mayor visited UNESCO headquarters in Paris, and the Deputy General Secretary, together with the President of WTA, we agree to open the World Science and Technology Forum from the next year. Every 2 years, there is a World Science Forum in Budapest, Hungary. And in between, we will have one more forum together with UNESCO. Then afterward, Dr. Noor will talk about this World Science and Technology Forum to let you join this forum as well. Next one. The FACE, the WTA editorial board, and the Silesian University also joined one member for this expert group as well. Next one. This is partners in the UNESCO, and as I told you, INSME is the main partner, and the left-hand side, ASPA is Asia Science Park Association. Right-hand side, IASP is International Association of Science Park. It's a very big organization. I was told 285 members there. In the bottom is another institution to work together with us. Next one. Now we have 80 members. 4 new members will join us. Then we will be 84 from 46 countries all over the world. That is a big advantage for us to work together. Many organizations is focused on particular section. Some is in just American continent, some is in ASEAN country, some is African and Muslim country. But we widen all over the world. So UNESCO is happy to work together with us. You see this world map, everywhere it is. 84 members from 46 countries. Next one. And this UNESCO corporate project, I will explain a little bit. Next one. Since 2005, we have 4 actions together with UNESCO. One is capacity building. It's a workshop every November together with UNESCO. And the second is technical assistance. If the developing country need any help to establish science park or university industry cooperation, WTA and UNESCO send the expert to give the consultancy for them, is a second. And third is sharing experience and networking. The International Journal of WTR is one of them. And the last one, the right-hand side, pilot project. We join the real project to construct the science park in the continent, Africa, Arab states, something like that. Next one, that is capacity building since 2005 to 2011. This year, 2012, we have as well. Next one, and the regional training workshop, we have already 4. One is Bahrain, Arab state. Second is Windhoek, Namibia, 2007. Third is Jakarta, Indonesia, 2007. And 2010, Latin America and Caribbean region, San Jose, Costa Rica. And 2012, tomorrow, we will have next one for the East Europe. Yoslan, will you talk about something about this East Europe bound workshop? How many people join this workshop?
Thank you very much. For the so as explained by Professor O, we have capacity building activities. So we have international training workshop, one every year in Daejeon, and then we have also regional workshop. So we organize it. We try to organize once every year, but it is not easy because lack of finance. So this year we will have in Gliwice here for East and Southeast Europe. So we have 20 countries confirmed the participation, and then with the Polish participant, we expect around 40 or 45 participants. And then we also organize the National Training Workshop for Science Park and Technology Business Incubator Governance, so depending on the request of the member state. Thank you very much.
Thank you. So this national training workshop, as you see, the first is in Algeria, second is Abuja, Nigeria, and the third is Nigeria as well. Next one.
We have also in Mongolia. In Mongolia, remember? So we will have in Indonesia in
coming
November.
And Colombia end of this year. Yes. Okay. And as I told you, if a country needs technical assistance to develop the science park, to establish the science park, then we can send technical assistance. It consists of 5 activities: preparation of feasibility studies, and then elaboration of Technopolis development plan, and technical advice, attract foreign investment, and networking, and working group discussion. That is the technical assistance. And also we share our experience in the academic journal called World Technopolis Review. And as I told you, we will have a forum with UNESCO called World Science and Technology Forum. The next one, technical assistance. The project 1 is Mubarak Science and Technology Park in Egypt. But as you know, President Mubarak collapsed, so they changed this park's name. I don't know what it is. Alexandria Park of Science and Technology. And second is Nairobi Science and Technology Park in Kenya, 2008. Third is Puspitek Science Park in Indonesia. Fourth is Sri Lanka Nano Science Park. And fifth project is in University of Gambia in Africa. Sixth is in the ICT high-tech cluster in Mongolia. And seventh is Costa Rica National Science Park. Eighth is Pakistan National Science and Technology Park. So we have already had 8 projects. Next one. That is UNESCO WTA International Center for Science and Technology Park Governance. I will give a chance for Yoslan to talk about it, and my colleague Professor Kang will report it. This picture is the handshaking by the Mayor Yom and the Deputy General Secretary of UNESCO. What is the name? It's Ethiopian guy.
Yes.
Oh, Yoslan is becoming older and older. So, signature, everything has been done. The next one. Thank you. That is a report. Okay, then we must be hurry. The report item. The first is the finance. Please open your agenda. Page 3. This agenda, page 3. And the financial statement for 2010 to 2011. My colleague Professor Kang will report to you about revenues and expenditures.
Okay, if you look at the balance for year 2010 revenue, total revenue, you may see 862,000 US dollars, and those money comes from endowment from UNESCO, $17,000, and from ISESCO, 20,000, and membership fee, $55,000, and interest and the miscellaneous income about 118. And endowment from Daejeon City is major one, $652,000. So total $862,000. And if you look at expenditure, the total amount is the same, but it is divided by many items. First one is WTA fundraising, $55,000 was used, and the secretarial operation needed $200,000, and UNESCO WTA corporate project needed $80,000, and WTA executive board meeting expenditure was $3,000. High-tech fair cost $310. It was supported from these revenues, and the WTA General Assembly expenditure was $43,000, and the balance carried forward was $171,000. So total $862,000. So if you compare revenue with expenditure, that it was the even. So if you have any questions about this number or figures, please. Okay, say something about this.
You have any question about this revenues and expenditures? We earn the money and we spend the money. Then break even, zero. That is the status. No question? And in addition, we are accumulating the WTA fund. Now we are saving $1.1 million. Our target is $2 million within a few years. That is our WTA fund. And also from 1998 to 2010, this annual membership fee collected. That is the status. But since 2010, we have no annual fee, just admission fee is available for us. It's okay about the financial statement. Then I will go to the balance 2011. The page 4. Please have a look at page 4.
Okay. Let me report the balance for year 2011. First, if you look at the revenue this year, the total revenue is $917, and it is divided into three pieces. First one, endowment from Daejeon, major one, $672,000, membership fees, $14,000, and interest and miscellaneous income, $231. If you look at expenditure side, the total amount is same. WTA fundraising, $31,000 was used, and secretariat operation expenditure was $197,000, and UNESCO WTA cooperative project needed $59,000, and the WTA executive board meeting expenditure was $11,000. High-tech fair, for high-tech fair, $315,000 was supported, and balance carried forward needed $304,000. So total amount of revenue and expenditure this year was the same. So total $917,000.
Okay, that is detail of the balance for 2011. Any question about this balance of financial things? No question? Yeah? No. It's a report. It's a report. Yeah. Okay, then we can go to the page 5. It's a report of WTA Daejeon High-Tech Fair and International Network of Small and Medium Enterprise annual meeting. It was in May 22nd to 24th. And as you see in the overview, 100 participants from 30 countries prepared the program in every booth. And Innoviz Global Forum was held. 4,700 participants with a big amount of the people. 4,700 participants from technology, business, something like that, joined this meeting. And the co-founder of Apple, the name, 누구였죠? Steve Jobs and co-founder Steve Wozniak were invited for the opening speech. And the interesting is he had a 1 hour speech. Then you have a big question: how much this Insme and we pay for him?
2 million.
Yeah.
2 million?
No, joke.
1억이 달러를 몇 달러인가요?
Japanese yen.
0.1
1억.
million. 0.1 million.
1 million US dollars.
No, not 1 million. 0.1 million US dollars.
100,000.
100,000.
100,000.
That's reasonable.
Not 1 million.
Not 1 million.
Sorry about that. 100. Yes, $100,000 for his honorarium, first class ticket, everything. And interesting is, he arrived in Daejeon just before beginning this event, 1 hour speech, and then returned to Incheon Airport and went to Montreal, Mexico to have another speech.
Oh my goodness.
Paid the same amount of money.
100,000.
In Mexico, Montreal. Then again in Korea. Then I sat beside him. Then I talked to him. You have a time to spend the money? He answered me, no, unfortunately, it belongs to my wife. So the millionaire, you don't need to be a millionaire. Only the wife can be happy.
Yeah.
And the gentleman must work very hard. That's it. So don't work hard. It's my sincere advice to you.
It's meeting.
It's meeting, yeah. But important is, it's a very big event. 4,700 people participate at this event. These people pay $500 for joining this conference with the name of Bosnia. Yeah.
Well, actually, Mr. Frankiewicz says, so a very good wish, when you wish somebody, would be, I wish you have a lot of money and time enough to spend it.
Yes, big hand. I agree. Okay, that is the result. Then the next one is page 7. Publication of World Technopolis Review.
7. No?
Page 7. Publication of World Technopolis Review. We are bringing this academic journal. Page 7. Yeah.
Here's 8.
8, page 8.
So
영문 어디?
maybe this is the old one?
It's the English one.
We can find the page 8.
Yeah.
Now we will see the page 8 Korean.
Aha.
Korean English. Sorry about that. So page 이거 아니고 영어로 만든 거. 영어로 만든 거.
Begins with item 3.
Yes, page 8.
Top left-hand corner.
Publication of World Technopolis Review.
Okay. Item 3. Okay.
Yes, item 3. It is. So WTR contribute to the cooperation and sustainable development Technopolis by
WTR.
offering opportunity for knowledge exchange, information sharing, and joint project among WTA members. So this has 4 issues a year. And as I told you, we composed the international committee of this journal. So that the middle of this contents, WTR editor board meeting. So Fred Young Phillips and I is chief editors, and we have another 2 deputy chief editors, and also we have 87 referees. And if you recommend somebody to this WTR, we can invite him as a referee. It's a good chance for you to let your university join it. Our future plan is annually we will have 1,000 copies to deliver all over the world, and we will contribute for the cooperation as well. This is a publication of WTR. Then the item 4, special report on UNESCO WTA corporate project. I have already explained in this PowerPoint, but I will let Dr. Noor have a chance to explain it in more detail. Please, Dr. Noor, item 4.
So as explained by Professor Oh, so we start our cooperation in 2005 by an international training workshop on Science Park and Technology Business Incubator governance. And since then we have these activities continuously every year. And then also we have a regional training workshop which followed by pilot project in each region, and also with technical assistance. And the fourth activities, it is the creation of the International Center for Science Park and Technology Business Incubator in Daejeon. So it will be an international center specifically for development of Science Park and Technology Business Incubator, and under the auspices of UNESCO. So it should be created under UNESCO, how to say, a regulation format and approved by General Conference of UNESCO. In fact, we have all of the ingredients of the activities of the center already. We have already capacity building, technical assistance, we have pilot project, and we have also the networking. So all of this ingredient, which is missing, it is only the framework. We have the content, but we don't have the container. It is a pity. If we have an international center linked with WTA, will be an excellent institution to make WTA more feasible at international level. Then so far, our colleague from WTA and Daejeon Metropolitan City area has already made the preparation work in Korea, because this institution will be under the Korean law. It will not be under UNESCO law, but it is Korean institution under the auspices of UNESCO. And then I hope soon that we can receive a formal request from Korean government about the creation of this center. Soon we have received the application. We will conduct the feasibility study, and we submit the report of feasibility study to the active board of UNESCO. I expect to submit it to the spring session of UNESCO executive board meeting, and then in October during the general conference in 2013 we will submit it for general conference for the approval. Thank you very much.
So you can see at the page 12, this is so-called UNESCO Category 2 Center, approved by UNESCO. If we get the acceptance in the next General Assembly, 2013, then we can have international status to support this job as well. So I'm very happy. We are very much approaching to this UNESCO category centers. So please to support Dr. Noor to let him try another big hand for him to do. Thank you. So this is a report of our previous behaviors for last 2 years. If you have any question, I will answer you to respond to.
Then it's just a report, so no answer.
No answer.
No question.
Yes. Then we have another agenda to be approved. And before beginning this 3 agenda, I will ask you whether you are very tired or not. If you're tired, I will give you have a coffee break for 10 minutes, then we can continue our job. Is better? It's okay? Then 10 minutes coffee break, and Mayor Frankiewicz prepare nice coffee next building, join this coffee break.
Okay.
Thank you. And we will continue to our procedure of discussion. And next 3 items is to be reviewed and to be approved by the exec board member. The first is approval of new member. We have got for the application from associate member. Please have a look at page 14. February 8th, 2012, Technopark Skolokov in Moscow, Apply Earth. And then February 2nd, National University of Science and Technology in Pakistan. This is a national university. And March 5th, 2012, Future University of Khartoum in Sudan. In particular, the president of this university was previous executive director of UNESCO, responsible for science technology. His name is El Tayeb Mustafa. And then October 11th, 2011, the Nelson Mandela African Institute of Science and Technology applied for us. And the NUST, National University of Science and Technology, will join us, but because of the visa procedure, he could not come to us. There is a cut of the visa. In Pakistan, there is no ambassador of Poland, so they must go to Dubai to get it. So they tried, but they could not on time. So he excused himself. And the El Tayeb from Sudan, he made a reservation, everything, but because of his private things, illness or something, he could not join us. He reported us yesterday. So today we have the Vice President from Nelson Mandela Institute of Science and Technology. I will invite him. Could you please PowerPoint?
Thank you very much, Mr. Chairman. Thank you, members of the Executive Board. It's my pleasure to make a short presentation on the Nelson Mandela African Institute of Science and Technology, which is in Arusha, Tanzania. Now, the Nelson Mandela African Institute of Science and Technology is part of a network of African institutions of science and technology, which are being established in response to an idea, a challenge posed by Nelson Mandela way back in 2001 during a meeting of African heads of states, during which meeting the president of the World Bank, Jim Wolfson, was there, and Nelson Mandela himself. Nelson Mandela showed grave concern over the backwardness of sub-Saharan Africa and suggested the establishment of institutes of science and technology as a way of addressing that deficit. And the president of the World Bank then accepted the proposal and voted to support the establishment of the network, and directed his vice president, Franny Rotia, to ensure that Nelson Mandela's idea is put into reality. So the initial concept was developed by the World Bank. Essentially, what prompted President Mandela to come up with the proposal was the observation that although sub-Saharan African countries are endowed enormously with the natural resources, the fact that these countries have not added adequate value to the human capital still makes them remain amongst the poorest. So essentially what Mandela was saying is you need to add value to human capital in order to actually develop. The huge natural resources notwithstanding, without human capital that is added value to, there is not much development. So essentially what Nelson Mandela was saying was without adding adequate value to human capital, then the situation becomes as reflected in these in these slides. Now I don't know which is the pointer. Oh. Which is the pointer, sorry? I want the point.
Next one.
I want the point.
Okay.
Pointer.
The point.
You want
The point.
The
point.
Razor blade.
The razor blade.
Yes, here.
Yeah, that's what I want. Yeah. Okay. So essentially, because of failure to add adequate value to human capital, then Africa on the world map, on the tertiary education scale, is that small. And therefore, Africa's participation in the world of science is also significant. And this is important when you are talking about participation in today's world of science and technology. And therefore, even the growth of the industry is very much a function of value addition to human capital to the level of tertiary education. And in this case, African performance in patent registration is also insignificant. So the objectives of this African Institute of Science and Technology, one was to provide the best facilities for graduate postdoc studies and research. Second was to bridge between research and industrial development. And in this case, the establishment of technology park with incubators, innovation center was seen to be key in order to stimulate the growth of the local industry, and maintenance of strong link with the industry for technology transfer was also seen to be very important. And number three was to catalyze the development of world-class science and technology in Africa. Now, Tanzania was selected to be one of the countries to host those institutions, and Tanzania chose to locate it in Arusha, very close to Kilimanjaro. Now, Kilimanjaro is the highest mountain in Africa, and our interpretation of the fact that we are close to Kilimanjaro is that we should also be as ambitious as Mountain Kilimanjaro. So the government of Tanzania allocated a piece of land, which is 3,285 acres for the development of the institution. But noting that it will take some time to develop the infrastructure to that place, the government relocated an existing institution so as to provide space for startup of the institution in Kalangale. Now, this area is 199 acres. Eventually, the institution will have two campuses, this one which is 199 and this one which is 3,285 acres. And here is where we see a lot of room for the technology development. And there is a road that is going to be developed, which bypasses, which goes very close to that campus, and we are seeing a lot of room for developing a technology park that area. Now, where we are only 35 kilometers from the international airport, the Kilimanjaro International Airport. The vision of our institution is to become a world-class institute dedicated to the pursuit and promotion of excellence in science, engineering, and technology, and application for economic growth and sustainable development. And our mission is to deliver and promote high-quality and international and competitive teaching and learning, research and innovation, and public service in science, engineering, and technology for enhanced value addition to people and natural resources. We emphasize entrepreneurship. The thrust, but what is important here is that our motto is academia for society and industry. And our product deliverables, the key deliverables are top-notch academics for higher learning institution, competent researchers for R&D institution, and technopreneurs, industry captains, and innovation managers for stimulating, catalyzing, promoting business startup and the growth of the local industry. The results and outcome in response to the challenge by Mandela is value addition to human capital, solution to societal needs and problems from research and innovation, and business spin-offs from research and innovation. The structural pillars of our institution, we have decided to define technology park as one of the structural pillars of this institution. And the areas that we are starting with are life sciences and bioengineering, which have a lot of potential for the technology park, computational sciences, water and environmental engineering, material science, sustainable energy. And in addition to that, all our students are required to pursue modules of business studies and humanities with emphasis on management and entrepreneurship, innovation management, innovation system and clusters, IPR and patent management. Our research agenda is driven by the desire to respond to the needs and problems of the society, community, and industry. And we operate in teams, and we derive the needs and problems from communities and the industry, and take them to the lab, apply science, technology, and innovation, and the solutions that we get are fed back to the communities. We admire this model here, and that's why we think we should have a technology park in the vicinity or adjacent to our campus. And already where we are with 199 acres, we intend to have incubators, but we'll have the technology park at the bigger campus. We are in Arusha, which has a lot of attractive features, and therefore we think it is best for the development of a technology park. And this is what visitors coming from abroad are able to see within close range from our institution. Mr. Chairman, ladies and gentlemen, I thank you for your attention.
Thank you. Thank you so much. And the Nelson Mandela Institute of Science and Technology has a promising future because of its name brand and the very sincere preparation and leadership by the major people to do that. And in addition of this Nelson Mandela institution, we have 3 other associate member applicants. So the secretary reviewed their status and explained it well. We would like to suggest to accept as an associate member of the WTA for this 4 applicants. If you agree, please let me know. If you don't agree, please let me know. Accepting, suggested by Mayor John Nugent, and it's okay. Okay.
Sure.
Then I will declare the application of 4 associate members have been approved by the exec board meeting. Then the page 16, item 2 is approval of budget for 2012. Professor Khan, please explain. Okay.
Since I reviewed 2 years budget approval for year 2010 and 11, this time I'm going to reveal approval of budget year 2012. If you look at revenue side, the total revenue increased compared with previous year. So if you look at the revenue side, total is $1,075,000, and among them, admission and membership fee is $29,000, and endowment from Daejeon City is big one, $738,000, and if the third one is divided by 3 pieces. First one is operation of secretariat, $320,000, WTA Daejeon High-Tech Fair, $347,000, and UNESCO WTA Cooperative Projects, $69,000. And the balance carried forward from last year was $307,000. So total amount of revenue was $1,075,000. If you look at expenditure side, for WTA fundraising, $29,000 was used, and the WTA Daejeon High-Tech Fair, $347,000, $1,000 was supported, and UNESCO WTA International Training Workshop, $69,000 was used, and contribution to the establishment of UNESCO Science Park, $108,000 was used, and WTA Executive Board meeting and General Assembly, $75,000 will be used, and for operation of Secretariat, for $133,000 may be used, and endowment for UNESCO Category 2 Center, and $1,000 was used already, and reserved fundraising, $8,000 will be used. So total amount of expenditure is the same as revenue, that is $1,075,000. This is it.
Thank you, Dr. Kang. You have any question about budget completion? If you have some question, please let us know. Then we will respond it. If not, you can suggest the acceptance of this budget for 2012. Move to the acceptance of this budget for 2012. Any objection to that? Okay. Thank you. Then I will declare this budget for 2012 having be approved by the executive board members. The last one is item 3, the selection of 9th WTA General Assembly host city. One Chinese city applied for us, 2 applied for us, is in the process of decision. So if they decide it, I will report you afterwards. They haven't sent their exact decision by the government, so we are waiting for us. So if we got it, I will report you. So it can be approved by the May after this meeting.
So you mean Xi'an or?
Xi'an, Qingdao. Yes, these 2 cities. And Sapporo, Japan. And the one, the Indonesian cities. Planning to do that. So we are negotiating these 4 cities currently. And we will have one of them within this year. And I will make it's Jakarta in conjunction with the hospital. Okay, so we have already finished the items approval. Before our agenda, I will invite Honorable Mayor Frankiewicz to say his welcoming to all of you. Please.
会基本上完了。他们款4个还在整。西安、青岛、正好还有一个印尼。
Szanowni Państwo, to jest dla nas wielki zaszczyt, że możemy gościć tak szacownych gości w Gliwicach.
Honorable gentlemen, it is a great honor for us to have the opportunity hosting such honorable special guests here in Gliwice.
Staraliśmy się przygotować wszystko tak, żeby było wszystkim wygodnie i żeby czas spędzony tutaj był przyjemny.
We did our best to prepare everything so that you have your time here comfortable and pleasant.
Jeżeli coś Państwu przeszkadza albo nie jest dobrze przygotowane, bardzo prosimy o informację, spróbujemy to poprawić.
If anything would happen to be an obstruction for you or to be inconvenient, please do let me know. We will do our best to improve on this.
Ja opowiem dzisiaj podczas otwarcia Zgromadzenia Ogólnego, tej części inauguracyjnej, krótko o historii Gliwic, ale ona jest taka, która bardzo pasuje do charakteru tej organizacji.
During today's General Assembly official meeting, I will tell you a little about history of Gliwice, but it is actually very well appropriate. It fits very well to this organization.
Mówiąc bardzo skrótowo, myśmy 22 lata temu, kiedy się ustrój w Polsce zmienił, byli na skraju zapaści, zarówno finansowej, jak i społecznej i ekologicznej.
Briefly speaking, 22 years ago, when the transformation of the system appeared, we were on the verge of collapse economically, socially and ecologically.
Od tego momentu zmieniło się w Gliwicach bardzo dużo i pomimo, że brakuje nam jeszcze wiele do doskonałości, do tego poziomu, który chcielibyśmy uzyskać, to proszę mi wierzyć, że zmieniliśmy nasze miasto w sposób radykalny.
Actually, although still a lot is missing and we have still a long way to go to get to perfection, but please believe me, we have changed our town radically.
Wcześniej dominował tutaj przemysł ciężki i niewiele z niego pozostało. W tej chwili rozwój Gliwic jest oparty na firmach, które stosują zaawansowane technologie. Mieli Państwo szansę obejrzeć część tych firm w specjalnej strefie ekonomicznej.
Well, earlier Gliwice was based on heavy industry and not very much remained of it. Now we are, and our development is based on new technologies, on industries from this sector. You had an opportunity seeing part of this when visiting the special economical zone.
Mamy technopark, mamy 2 inkubatory przedsiębiorczości oparte o zaawansowane technologie i część tych firm oraz ich produkcja jest już na poziomie światowym i może być propagowana daleko poza naszym krajem.
We have a technopark and we have 2 incubators of entrepreneurship, and some of those companies are already at proper world level, and they can actually be promoted and active at world level, worldwide.
I stosujemy filozofię, którą promuje World Technopolis Association, czyli rozwój oparty na wiedzy, nauce i transferze technologii.
And we promote development in line with what is supported by WTA. That means development based on knowledge and innovation and development of technology.
Od 7 lat jesteśmy członkami WTA i czerpiemy doświadczenia miast członkowskich.
We have been member to WTA for 7 years, and we benefit from the experience, we take from the experience of member cities.
To, co najbardziej dla nas jest wartościowe, to model łączenia tych 3 filarów, na których rozwój jest zbudowany, o których pan profesor Och mówił we wprowadzeniu.
And what is extremely important for us is the model of development based on the 3 basic pillars mentioned by Professor Och in his introductory speech.
To jest władza lokalna, uniwersytet i biznes.
These being local authorities and universities and business.
U nas rozruch tego mechanizmu był trudny i w tej chwili jeszcze nie można powiedzieć, że współpraca jest satysfakcjonująca.
Here, start up of this mechanism was difficult, and even still now we cannot say that cooperation is at satisfactory level.
Dlatego tak bardzo mnie osobiście i naszemu miastu zależy na tych kontaktach po to, aby nawiązywać bezpośrednie rozmowy, współpracę pomiędzy technoparkami, uczelniami i biznesem.
And therefore, myself and my city are so much after these contacts in order to go into cooperation between universities, technoparks and the cities.
Te modele, które możemy w miastach członkowskich podpatrzeć, są dla nas bardzo atrakcyjne i myślę, że przez tą wymianę one zostaną zaszczepione również na nasz grunt.
These models which we can see in member cities are very attractive to us, and we hope that through this cooperation, these contacts, they can be taken and inoculated in our area.
Nie wiem, czy o taką wypowiedź panu profesorowi chodziło i czy go usatysfakcjonowałem, ale niech to będzie tymże powitaniem.
Well, I don't know if actually these words were what Professor expected of me, but let this also be an invitation and a warm welcome to you. Thank you.
On the behalf of all exec board members, I will appreciate very much with sincere preparation. So I express my warm thank to Honorable Mayor Frankiewicz, and I hope you have big success of world leading technopolis in the near future. Thank you so much. Thank you. And then we finish our 24th exec board meeting. So thank you so much. Picture for the session, and if you prepare something, then exchange.